Welcome to Legally on the Move, careers, tech and insights from Dubai. In this exclusive mini-series of the Legally Speaking podcast, we're taking you to the heart of Dubai, a global hub for legal innovation, cutting-edge technology and transformative career opportunities. Here's what you'll gain: career inspiration, unlock the secrets to thriving in Dubai's dynamic legal market, tech trends, dive into how AI, blockchain and legal tech are reshaping the industry, diversity and leadership, hear from trailblazers driving inclusivity and innovation in the UAE, and global perspectives explore how Dubai's unique blend of tradition and ambition is creating a thriving legal ecosystem. Recorded in iconic locations, these episodes bring you the energy and insights of one of the world's most exciting legal hubs. Don't just listen, experience the future of law. Ready to move forward with us? Let's go. So, welcome to the Legally Speaking podcast. Name, title and firm.
Welcome to Dubai.
Thank you very much.
My name is Irina Heaver. I'm a crypto lawyer based here in Dubai, and I'm a managing partner of Neos Legal. We're the first boutique law firm to support and represent Bitcoin, crypto and Web3 projects in the entire Middle East.
And I'm a big fan of your work. You and I have also had a few conversations, and obviously you do some great work and built amazing communities. But let's talk about regulation and crypto.
Favorite topic.
What makes Dubai's regulatory framework unique in supporting digital assets and indeed Web3 innovation, in your opinion?
Well, Dubai has really done a really good job positioning itself as the hub for entrepreneurship. And it did not start yesterday, right? It started all the way, I have to take you all the way back to 1975 when the ruler of Dubai, the father of the current ruler, had the vision to set up an economic free zone that would allow every trader, every businessman to come into the UAE and do trade tax-free and without having local sponsorship requirements, because the UAE's law up until only a couple of years ago required you to have a 51% shareholder who is a local individual or local company in order for you to do business here. And of course, imagine you're a big international company and you want to do business in the Middle East, so what, you have to give 51% of your company to somebody you don't know or who has not contributed to the business. It's not very interesting, right? So they established an economic free zone. So that happened in the 80s, and then look what's happening now, right? The center of banking, the center of technology. So it was a logical step to move into fintech. And once you become the center of fintech for probably the entire MENA region, then it was a very easy step to extend that onto crypto and blockchain and Web3. Now AI is taking a center stage. So in my humble opinion, and I've been here 18 years, Dubai is the crypto capital of the world at the moment. Of course, US are now claiming to become one sometime soon. Let's see. I'm more than happy for there to be a competition. Competition is good. But as of now, Dubai has certainty as to the virtual assets regulations. We have not one, not two, not three, but 5 virtual asset regulators. 5. Wow. So that means that if your business model does not fit into a particular regulation, fear not. You have 4 more regulators and 4 more regulatory regimes within which you can operate. And some may think it's a bug because you have so many regulators and so many regimes, but I think it's a feature. Regulatory arbitrage is fantastic. Why not have a regulator who understands your business idea or your business model and can support you? I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? But you have to navigate it smartly. There's one thing you have to do in the UAE. You have to navigate it smartly. We have 45 plus economic free zones, 2 financial free zones, 2 or 3 offshore zones, and 5 regulators. You have to navigate it very smartly.
Yeah, and I mean, thanks for that. Just wow, there's a lot to sort of take in, and I guess that's why people need to work with good lawyers like yourself to get with that. What are some of the common challenges you see for crypto startups, particularly in the UAE market, or maybe going deeper on some of those points you just mentioned?
Coming in here thinking we're some backwaters and you can do whatever you want and regulators will not find out. That's not going to fly. The regulators are smart, the regulators are savvy. We have the first in the world virtual asset dedicated regulator. They will explain a DeFi developer what DeFi is. So they've been focusing. The team is getting stronger and stronger. Every hire they make, the team is like more and more savvy, which is fantastic. So coming in here thinking, we're in some backwaters and still riding camels, we don't know what's happening in the world, and you can throw sand in our eyes. That's not going to happen. Like the arrogance, the Western entrepreneurs come in here thinking, they know it all. No, I'm sorry. You need to come in with the respect, show respect, and be humbled. Because look what the leadership of the UAE has done in 52 years.
Wow.
So that's mistake number one. Coming in, thinking you can own this place. No, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Be humble. Be respectful to everyone. Right. Not only to the government and to the regulators, to everyone. So that's one. Second is thinking that you can somehow bypass the rules and regulations. You can't. Everybody's equal. Everybody has to comply. If you're like a huge number one exchange somewhere in the US thinking you can come here and do whatever you want, no. Everybody needs to follow the rules and the regulations. And also another big mistake that I see happening, not with the big guys but with the smaller and medium guys, getting the wrong advice. The virtual asset space is so specific.
Yeah.
It is so particular and so specific. For example, yesterday we onboarded a client who has been with a law firm for 5 years, and we had a look what was done. It wasn't a crypto law firm. They don't know what a crypto is, so the advice that they gave him is bluntly wrong.
Yeah.
So now his tax liability is in millions because he was recording certain assets in a way they told him, and he accounted it in a certain way that is not correct. So we will now try to help him to change that. Another major thing, like a really big M&A deal we're doing right now, it's a decentralized exchange, came in here, hired a consultant structured them completely incorrectly. The DEX, we took it on, we restructured it, and within issued the token, advised how to restructure, and within 3 months the DEX was doing $10 billion of trading volume.
Wow.
And they couldn't have done that if the structure was incorrect, if the token was launched incorrectly, and if there was no correct legal framework. So third mistake I see is just getting wrong advice, not because people are bad or stupid, it's because virtual asset space is so specialized.
Yeah.
So get specialized advice. I mean, I'm sure you have a cousin who practices family law, but if you have a construction dispute, you're not going to call him, right?
Yeah.
Call a construction lawyer. That's just common sense. Or if your leg is falling off, you're not going to go to your mate who sells, I don't know, contacts, prescription glasses, right?
Yeah.
Go to a specialized person for a specialized problem you have, or you might have in the future, right? Because unfortunately a lot of wrong advice is being given.
I always say specific is terrific, so the more the specific the advice you can get from the people that specialise in what they do, the far less headaches you're going to have down the line. So yeah, again, thanks for sharing that. So look, you've been in Dubai quite a while now. You're very much a leader here in terms of crypto. How do you see Dubai's legal infrastructure evolving to stay competitive in the global crypto ecosystem? As you say, it's number one at the moment. What does it need to do to keep your opinion of it staying number one?
Leadership is doing such a great job in attracting the talent. So I spend half of my time in Switzerland. Do you know how long it takes to get a residence in Switzerland? If, God help you, if you're from UK with a British passport, do you know how long it will take you?
Tell us.
It's never going to happen.
Wow.
Like, it's just not going to happen. Do you know how, unless you're being sponsored by the largest corporation and they have enough visa quotas and all of that, do you know how long it will take you in Dubai to relocate here, get residency permits, get all the documents in order, and start doing business? Do you know how long it will take you in Dubai?
Tell us.
4 days.
Wow.
Within 4 days, you can establish a business, you can run a business, you can get all your Emirates IDs, you can open a bank account, you can start trading internationally, and you will have zero personal taxes. So you pay yourself a fantastic salary because you're a fantastic employee of yourself. Everything that you receive is tax-free, and as a business, your taxation is one of the lowest in the world, 9%. And also, if you're an SME, the first 3 million is basically untaxed. So, I mean, where else would you have these conditions? Where else would you have a city where is anybody can walk on the street at 3 a.m. and not be bothered, not be robbed at a knife point, where in the city you would have international community, 300 nationalities, all the religions in the world practicing their religion in peace and tolerance. Where would you have that? I mean, I'm just looking at the UK, what was happening recently. In Zurich, I will not walk on the streets at 3 a.m. I would not do that.
No.
In Germany, I was just watching this video. The girl was crying how she's terrified to go to a central station because of the problems that are happening in Germany. And the UAE, we're in the Middle East, we're very close to a lot of conflict areas, but the leadership of the UAE managed to keep this place peaceful, tolerant, and prosperous.
Good.
Which is good, because the more prosperous people are around you, the more chances for you to be prosperous. And I'm not talking about, prosperous in terms of like dollars in your bank account, but prosperous as in have a safe apartment, safe house to live in, and great community.
I think the other thing I've noticed from doing this, and speaking to experts like you and many people in and around the world of business, it's not legal. There's happy people here. There's smiles. And you go to. There's a good energy connected to Dubai, and I think there's a lot of positivity in terms of business. And you've mentioned there there's so many reasons why it's such an attractive place and why people want to come and do business here.
Why wouldn't you be positive? The sun is shining.
Yeah.
The waters are crispy cold. Around 8 out of 12 months in the UAE are just perfect.
Yeah.
And then 4 months, okay, it's a little bit hot. I love hot weather. I was born in Central Asia.
Me too. I love hot weather.
Our average weather in summer was about 55 degrees, so I absolutely love hot weather. So I'm thriving in this environment. The only thing that is a little bit problematic for me personally is the sandy air.
Yeah.
So some days I stay at home and I don't go out much, but it's okay. I mean, we all have to compromise.
Yeah, everything. There's compromise in everything. One thing you touched on before as well is obviously AI. And obviously a lot of the conversations we've been having throughout this discussion have touched on AI. So how will AI and machine learning shape the future of legal work in UAE's crypto space, in your view?
I'm not sure about the UAE in particular, but I can tell you about our experience. So we built our own AI platform. We took open source LLMs. The most recent one that we've implemented is DeepSeek, and we've built RAG engines, and now we're building AI agents. And it's got to the point where I would never need to hire ever again for my firm. You know why? Because our AI agents are doing the work of anybody under 5-6 PQE.
Yeah.
Above that, at the moment, still some human intelligence is required, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I predict that in 1 year, that problem will be solved. So the AI agents that we have doing the work of unlimited number of under 5-6 PQE associates. So that means we will never need to hire ever again.
No.
Because all the research, all the sort of legwork, all the review of the massive documents that we need to review is done by AI agents. Of course, human lawyers, when they receive the result, will have to interpret it, we have to correct it, because AI agents are hallucinating like insane at the moment. There's still some teethering problems, but it is just incredible what technology is doing. And I always like to say, and I just made it up last week.
Go on.
I like to say that AI will not replace lawyers, but one lawyer with the proper AI tools, purpose-built for their practice, because we're building our tools for Web3 and crypto and Bitcoin practice. This one lawyer with the correct tools, with the correct usage of the tools, will replace 500 lawyers. And I see this already now. For example, it would take us about 1 week to prepare a legal opinion as to the token utility, because we need to review the website, the project, all the communications, all the documents. Now we do it under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because the AI agents are doing that for us, and then we just get the result, we double check, we triple check, and then we can write the legal opinion. And not only that, but we've plugged in specific laws of each jurisdiction where we operate, which is 60 plus jurisdictions. So when something changes, we just plug in the new regulations feed the system with the latest regulations, and we don't need to remember anything.
Yeah.
The system our AI platform knows and reminds us if something is incorrect. It's mind-blowing, really.
And I just get excited by that, though. I think you have to be, appreciative of where the puck is going. And like you said, I think there's still this resistance, but just those examples you gave, they're not out of nowhere. This is a practical, you're building purpose-built technology to speed up your firm, to be more efficient, to give better quality services to your clients. And yeah, I mean, we're in 2025. What that looks like in 2030, who knows? But it's only going to get better. It's certainly not going to go backwards. Okay, one question before we let you go around diversity and tech in law. What can the UAE do to improve diversity and inclusivity in tech and legal sectors, especially for women in leadership?
I think what other governments should learn from the UAE when it comes to inclusion and diversity and supporting women, this is not what UAE can do to improve. Already now, more than 50% of UAE leadership are women. Yeah. Already now, women leaders run largest international law firms here. Already now, I mean, you have women in charge of huge crypto initiatives like DMCC Crypto Center. The CEO is a woman. RAGDAO, the chairwoman, is a woman. I mean, ADGM Courts, the CEO is a woman. I mean, I can be here for a week naming all the powerful, strong women leaders that we have. And I am all for meritocracy. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or undecided. I'm all for, can you deliver what you are here to deliver? And I'm actually against promoting somebody based on their gender or supporting them based on their gender. These women that I mentioned, they're at the top of their game, not because they're women, they're because they're so intelligent and so smart. They're at the top of their game. They competed with men on the same level, and they got into those positions. I mean, when I started the first crypto law firm in the Middle East, do you think anybody gave me a discount for being a woman? Or do you think when I started running Bitcoin meetups in 2014, somebody's like, oh, she's a woman, let's come and support her? Of course not. No. Absolutely not. Any man could have done that. They didn't do it. Why? I don't know. They had better things to do. The first Bitcoin meetup I ran, a guy came, told me, a colleague, I was in the oil and gas industry, a colleague came, told me, Irina, stop being an idiot, and left, right? So, on the contrary, nobody supported me. I was working against the people laughing in my face. I can only imagine what they were saying behind my backs. So, UAE is doing an amazing job. Other countries should learn from the UAE.
Really well said, and I've got that impression from a whole host of discussions I've been having over here, and I think it's great. And yeah, I'm all for contrarian strategies and going the other way when one way is going that. And look what happened now, hugely successful. You built a beautiful firm, you're doing great things. So if people want to learn more about you, your firm, or get in touch, what's the best place for them to get in touch? Feel free to share any social media handles or websites. We'll share them in this episode for you too.
It's very easy to find us, neoslegal.co. And it's very easy to find me on LinkedIn, Irina Heaver. Watch out for impersonators. There's about 100 plus social media profiles of Irina Heavers that trying to scam you for your Bitcoin and your crypto. That is one of the downside of the crypto industry, that we have a lot of scammers and impersonators. And it's some, farm somewhere in, I don't know where. So they're not real people, right? You're not talking to a real person, you're talking to a bot. So LinkedIn is the best. Reach out. I answer to everyone, or at least I try my best. My team answers to everyone. And come to Dubai.
Absolutely. Well, it just leaves me to say thank you so much for joining me on the Legally Speaking podcast here in Dubai. Beautiful weather, beautiful settings. But from all of us, over and out. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of our Legally on the Move from Dubai series. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please take a moment to rate and review the show on your favorite podcast platform. It really helps us out. And if you want to connect with us directly, join our vibrant Legally Speaking Club community on Discord, or visit our official website, legallyspeakingpodcast.com, for more updates and ways to get involved. Stay tuned. We'll see you again soon. Over and out.